Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the island nation of Curacao, which is in the southeast Caribbean. So although we are in the Caribbean right now, this is not part of the Fly in the Caribbean series. This is an entirely separate video. And in case you all don't know, this island is just east of Aruba. So it lies right along the northern shores there of South America. And now the reason I'm doing this video is because I have a sister that is going on a cruise. And this is one of the places she's going to. And I looked at it up and I was like, man, that looks really pretty. And so, to no surprise, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a flight simulator over this area and take a look at it, see how it looks. And, and she could see it from the air as well. A nice aerial view of this area because I think it's going to be pretty. Now, I don't know if any locations were added here in the Caribbean World Update. I don't really know because I don't remember seeing it in a trail, but it might have been in there. I don't know. But if not, I'm just going to do that separately in another video. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have the Britten Norman Islander right here. And I'm just going to take off and we're going to do a tour and flight of the area. Now, I understand there is a bridge over here where people can take padlocks and lock them to the bridge and throw the key in the water. So they'll kind of stay there, So, sounds pretty cool. So, like, if you're a couple and you go out there, you can put your names on it and lock the padlock to the bridge and throw the key in the water. And and maybe when you go back there years later, your padlock will still be there. So it's like some cool stuff. So anyway, we're going to take a look at that. There's actually two bridges now. The areas we're going to look at here today are not only the bridges, but, it's Queen Juliana Bridge, Queen Emma Bridge, and then there's something, Handelskade, I don't know what that is, and then Fort Beaconberg, and then Lighthouse Klein Curacao. So, yeah, so we can look at quite a few places here. All right, and let's go ahead and get in the plane and get things ready to go. All right, first of all, I'm going to close the doors. And let's get these closed. 3, 4. Let's get our chocks and all of this off. Get things, boarding steps up, get ready to go. All right, and let me see. Let's get our batteries on. Generators. Left, right generator. External power, I'll toggle that on for now. Now lights. No landing lights. Rest is good. Beacon, we can put our beacon light on. I don't need to de-ice for the prop. We in the Caribbean right now and I don't think it's necessary. Okay. Avionics. Master on. And we need to get our radios and that on. Okay, so let's get these on. Alright, so our Garmin is booting up. Now, fuel selector. We're going to go left and right. Okay. And let's check here. Engine starter, magnetos. We're going to get those on right before we're about to start. Let me get my fuel pump on as well. Both of these on. Alright, so Garmin is booting up. And let's get this door open here because we're going to have to announce that to clear the prop like we usually do pretty soon, okay? So mixture, no, not on cut, we want full rich, both engines. Props, let's put them up a little bit. I don't always go all the way, until I get my plane started. Throttle, let's get these throttles up here. Dump a little bit here. Just about right there. Alright now, and the engine ice looks good. Parking brake is on. Make sure that's on always. Alright, and you know what? I think we are cleared for a good start. Well, hopefully we'll get a good start. But we cleared the start now. Alright, so looks clear. Alright, clear prop. Start left engine. port engine. Alright, good start on the left engine. Right or starboard engine. If you want to refer to it, I normally just say left and right in a plane, but you know, in a ship or boat, I'll say port and starboard. But you know, I mean, I believe they refer to it as port and starboard in a plane too. I mean, at least right here, we'll say port and starboard. All right, so well, that's going to stay open now. All right, now let's get our. We got a good start on both engines. Let's get these fuel pumps off. All right, and what's this here? All right, let me go ahead now. I'm going to dial up some altitude, even though I probably won't use autopilot, if at all. We're going about, I mean, let's go to about 2,400 feet at start, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, and but like I said, I think I'm going to be mostly using just flying a plane myself and not using autopilot. Okay, so flaps are set for takeoff. Looks good. All right, let's get an ATIS.
Altimeter 29.86. ILS runway 11 in use. Landing and departing runway 11. DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Oscar.
Alright, let's tune the ground now, and we can request taxi.
Ground Grenadines 0 request taxi for departing straight out with Papa.
Grenadines 0 taxi to and hold short at runway 11 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
Let's get to taxiing.
Taxiing hold short runway 11 via taxiway Alpha Grenadines 0.
And I'm going to pull this out so you all can see now. Let's come up a little bit, maybe 15. You can see a little bit more on the route I plan to take here. And if I'm not mistaken, runway 11 is right here on this end. And it makes sense because if you looked at the windsock earlier, you can see the direction the wind's blowing. It's coming at 7, it's blowing at 7 knots. Let's get this slowed down a little bit. Well, not all the way, but. And you didn't see I slowed it down too much. I learned this plane doesn't like any of the Islander planes. They don't like throttling back or anything. So we'll get another start on left engine. That's not too big of a problem. Let's go ahead and stop now and restart that left engine. But rest assured, the plane is fine. Okay. So let's go ahead now and get that left engine started again. All right. Now let's keep these RPMs up some. It gets a little quick on taxiing sometimes. And when you have your RPMs really low, you know it's going to take a little while to get moving to it. And the weather is really nice, good visibility out here. And it's just after 11 a.m. live weather as usual, as always. So yeah, this is runway 11. You can see the sign right here, right there. So we're gonna hold short right here, call the tower, and get in the air. Request takeoff.
Tower Grenadines 0 at runway 11 ready for departure, straight out departure.
Grenadines 0 wind 082 at 7. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 11.
Cleared in both directions.
Cleared for takeoff runway 11 Grenadines 0.
We're going to delegate this straight over to the ATC. Now let me see, make sure it didn't change it. You notice I had auto trim. Okay, so yeah, I'm on takeoff. All right, we good. Now let's go ahead and get our props up. At the same time, trying to keep the plane a little bit calm, you know, because it'll get away from you really quick if you got those throttles up. All right, getting on centered up here. Okay, go ahead and get your seat belts on at this time. And now let's take off. Now we're cleared. So really, right when we take off shortly after, we will see those bridges out there. All right, so we're gonna see them pretty quickly. Good takeoff, expected. No worry about landing gear because you know the Islander planes have a fixed landing gear, even the Trilander. So don't worry about that. Less to worry about anyway, or less things to forget. Okay, we're gonna keep on climbing up to about at least 1,000 right here, and you can see we're gonna see some bridges right over here, right? So see the beach right on the side of the runway there. So yeah, this is Curacao. Zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna come in a little more on my Garmin so I can see now. All right. The bridges, I believe, are going to be right over to my left right here once I turn. I'm going to try to pass to the right of them, to my right of them, and you can see one right here, I believe, coming up on it. Let's pull our RPMs back some.
Grenadine 0 leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Tower Grenadines 0 frequency change. Curacao Center Grenadines 0 is tag Britten Norman Islander 3 miles south of Pleasant, 2,000 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Okay, I'm not sure if on my left right here, if this is the bridge. Let me see, are we close to it? According to that, we should be. Oh no, that's not it. Right here, that's one right here. They're both right here. Those are the bridges. So, this one is Queen Juliana Bridge, the big one, and the other one is Queen Emma. I think the small one is Queen Emma. So, that's the two bridges right there. You have to get the plane better trimmed because... Alright, let's get over here a little bit. You can take a look. This is one of the bridges. Queen Emma, you can see it pretty good right there. Oh, you know what? There's one here too. There's quite a few of them. So, you know, this might be a different one, but there is one here. There's a small one here and here. But those were points of interest, the two main ones I mentioned. So you can see that there's a lot of docks and things like that around here. Looks like some ships right here docked. Marinas below. And that looks like a container port. And I'll tell you what, this is anything but a vacant island. There's quite a bit here. I mean, look at everything here for such a small place. I mean, there's a lot here. Okay, I'm gonna have to kind of put my trim pitch up now a little bit, trying to get the plane better leveled out. At this throttle, you know, this speed is fine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead now and we're going to head on over to the other areas there. Let's see. We're going to have Handelskade, whatever that is. But we're going to head on over to it. That's the next one I'm going to go check out, which, as you can see on the garment, it's right here. Get a little bit closer, we can take a better look. See right there, I'm going to just go ahead and turn, and there's a couple of ships off the coast right there. Let's pull our trim up some more too. So yeah, that's a pretty good look at the area right here for sure. But I'm not exactly sure which one is the padlock bridge. It could be this one or maybe the smaller one here. I don't think it would be this. That looks like a major highway. I don't think so. So I'm thinking right here probably. That's the Queen Emma Bridge right there. I'm pretty sure that's the one. If it ain't that one, there's a smaller one over here, but it's not even showing as a point of interest. But it could be that one. But when I did a quick look, it looked like it said Queen Emma Bridge. All right. Not this one is. This one's Queen Juliana. That's a big one. I can't see them. That'd be down there, but it might be. I don't know. So I'm thinking either this one or this one. One of the two. And as you can see, they got some things around here. Probably some resorts, things like that. It's like a big port area too, like all around up in there. Let's keep working our way this way and heading east. Alright, good. Got the plane going pretty good at this speed and this altitude. So I'm trimmed out a lot better now than what I was earlier. So I kind of had my hands full trying to keep the plane, you know, stable and flying well. Looks like I got the sailboat out there or something too. Alright, so whatever this next thing is, I never looked it up, but we're going to see it pretty soon. Handelskade. It's spelled Handelskade. And I think, you know what? I think that's it right there. So it looks like some kind of resort or something. I believe that's what that is. Oh no, maybe that isn't it. Because let me see. When I'm zoom in a little bit. Oh no, that's not it. That is a resort though. The water looks really pretty around here. All right up in there. Looks like really good swimming, but that looks like a really good sized resort. Alright, so this Handelskade is like right around here. I might have to pull that up, but we're gonna see what it's gonna bring us to. I mean, this plane's getting here quick, so it's not like I could just sit back on a cruise and say, let me look it up real quick. By the time I look it up and see what it is, we're gonna fly right past it. So let's just try to take a notice. Look at it, really getting pretty interesting out here. Looks like an anchorage for a lot of boats. So we're just about over it. Maybe, I don't know. So it said Handelskade, so I'm thinking this is what it is. This whole area right here. Maybe it's like a beach or something. You see me right directly over it right now. So yeah, it must be this right here. That must be some kind of like little beach resort or something down there. Okay, so let's continue on and zoom out a little bit. And we're going to work our way to this lighthouse. And while I'm doing that, I could go ahead and probably I'll pull that up and we're going to see exactly what that is. Okay? But I just got to make sure I monitor the plane while I'm looking at this up, alright? I was mostly wanting to come out here to look at the bridges, alright? It's a waterfront in the Punda district of the capital of Curacao. Okay, so yeah, that was it. Right there, I'll definitely out this. But we were right over this where it was showing that point of interest, but you know, it's this whole area. Yeah, so that's what that is. Waterfront beach area right there. And look at this right here. Nice sandy shores right there. And once you start getting over the far eastern part of Curacao, look how there's not much out here. Just a lot of empty land. Everything is mostly right here. This is the far east point. And let me go ahead and make that turn because I believe that lighthouse is going to be over here. Yeah, let's make that turn. That's the lighthouse, Klein Curacao. Let's go ahead and turn now to south a little bit. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be on this island right here. I started to do a flight from Aruba to here, but I did not do that because it would just extended the time because I was mostly wanting to look at Curacao. But we might do Aruba. I'm pretty sure Aruba's in the Caribbean update, so we're probably going to be doing that in the Fly in the Caribbean series. So yeah, it's going to be on this small island here. Now we're up to 3,000 feet now, so let's come on back now with this. A little bit and start descending some. And I'm going to land back at the airport we took off from because this basically is a touring flight. Yeah, that's it right here off to the left. And that looks like a pier or something right here. Maybe right here is one, sure. Maybe just trees. That could be trees. I'm not sure what that is. I can't see it too well yet. But here is the lighthouse. Under there, all by itself, right there on the island. Looks like a yacht over there too. Lighthouse flyby. Well, one thing is sure, it has its natural beauty. That's for sure. Look at this. It's a lot of sand right there. That's a good look right here. Enjoy the view. Oh, look at this nice lake or what? Look at that. Right out into the Caribbean. Marina down there too. Right below me. So marina. This looks like a stadium or something, or convention center or something like that. Stuttering right here. Don't you just love these, you know, the water, like the coastlines here. Look at that.
Grenadier 0 wind 082 at 7. Cleared to land runway
It's
11.
teal.
Cleared to
Water
land
right
runway
there.
11 Grenadine 0.
Okay, we cleared the land. Let's make sure we can get a little bit lower now. I'm still a bit high, so I need to come down some without going too much lower. Drop a notch of flaps in. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is, because when you look over here, there's hardly anything out here. Seems to be, you know, quite a bit of industrial areas, because, you know, there's a lot of tanks right here and over here too. Over there by the port, they had the container port there too. Oh, look at this. I wasn't expecting to see that. Had no idea that was there. And it looks like some hilly areas over here, too. Okay, let's get those flaps back up. We're down to, you know, 1,700 feet, so that's fine. Got plenty of room to make my turn and start the approach, but you know, I want to take a look at these windmills. So it's right there on the beach. Look at that. I've never seen those on a beach like that before. That's the first. I would think they'd put some up in these hills. Maybe get better wind or something there. Maybe. wind turbines, you know, just right there on the beach. Really cool. Okay, let's make sure we stay a little bit higher so we can get a good visual on that runway. If we get too low, I'm not going to have a good visual. But it's not going to be all that hard because I can follow this coastline, so that's no big deal. Alright, should be close to full flaps. Coming in a bit fast. Let's get these. A little off center a little bit, but I can correct it pretty easy. Honestly, the Islanders are really easy to land. Not hard planes to land. Well, not in this kind of weather, anyway. Alright, good enough. So let's get on over here and get the plane shut down.
Exit runway when able.
And I'm going to park pretty close to where I parked before when we departed.
Grenadier 0 exit runway when able.
They want me off this runway, don't they? Okay, let's get off the runway right now.
Grenadier 0 contact ground on 118.3.
118.3, Grenadine 0.
Okay, now let's go ahead and
Ground
parking.
Grenadines 0 taxi to parking.
Grenadier 0 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie Alpha.
Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie Alpha Grenadine 0.
Okay, we got a parking spot, looks like right up here. Parking spot right there, so. Fine, truck there, on the way. I'm going to pull in right about here, maybe. There's another Islander plane you can see right there. And notice I didn't use any reverse. When I landed, it was not necessary. You know, perfect landing. There was no problems there. Alright, now let's get the plane shut off and we can go ahead and turn our batteries and everything off. Let's put our chocks down and course boarding stuff. We're going to leave these off for now. Alright, and doors open. Avionics master off. Alright, so we have landed back here at the airport. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and if you're not already, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.